We are live. Hello, guys. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on where you're watching us from. This is Miss Sunday and Kathy with the Digital Business Talk. Today, we are having a special guest with us. I am so much excited. Kathy, what can you say for this weekend? How has been your week, by the way?
Oh my God, studies has been, been pressuring me right now because exams are really fast approaching, but it's all good. And, cheering, seeing our community cheering with every successes of each, business members. It's so inspiring that really keeps me going, that I can do this exam. I can nail this because, in our business, we really nail this a lot, and, and seeing success stories which really inspires a lot of people is such an amazing blessing, right? And tonight we will be blessed by her story. I actually was interviewed by this lovely business owner, and she's really inspiring, and it was a blast last night. But of course, welcome everyone to a digital business talk with me and Sunday, and I hope you are excited to hear a very interesting story. Let's try to dig, how this successful business owner started. Like, few months we were actually discussing, Sunday, that I was comparing because I was trying to juggle things, right? And I'm not really so intense on doing and serious in the business, but it still works for me. And she, imagine I'm 2 years, but she is just months, and she surpassed the way how I am getting, a lot of potential partners. But her just months, and she surpassed what I am performing. Imagine that. And this is so inspiring, and I'm so ready. How is your weekend, by the way, Sunday? And I hope everything is fine.
Yes, I am just going to introduce our topic for today, and it's really so much amazing. It says, I think everyone else wants to hear this topic for today, and it says that create the life you want. Create the life you want. Anyone else, everyone wants to have the life of their dream. So you can create that life you want, and let us know from the comments. And our topic is creating the life you want. And we are talking about digital business. So we are going to move maybe with the before our guest, maybe our guest introduce ourselves to our audience before we start up with the questions. You're welcome, Rachel.
Great, great, great. Thank you so much. I'm so honored to be here. To be interviewed in this big platform because usually I do it on my page, but to be on this big platform is an honor for me. So I'm grateful. My name is Rachel Nyankwe Jackson. I am a Liberian, a mother of three amazing children. One boy who is a teenager, he's the last. And then I have two girls, and they are grown ups. I also have my grandchildren, they are two very, adorable children. I'm so excited, I'm happy with them. And I have several other children that live with me. I support them, their families, their nieces, and this is who I am. I am a proud digital business owner and a mentor. I'm saying usually I'm proud because I have received lots of criticism. Are you not ashamed? Are you not this? So I am a proud digital business owner and a
Wow,
mentor. Yeah.
that is amazing. And Kathy is going to take us through the questions. First question is going to be asked, and listeners, let us, audience, let us hear from the questions and the answers. Kathy,
Yeah,
well,
actually, Yeah, I want. Yeah, I just wanna. I actually sent out some messages to Sunday, but I think I kind of lost it. But yeah, I mean, let's do this. I mean, I wanna understand, how Rachel had started this, because it's basically there's a lot of ways how a lot of ways or a lot of reasons why business owners have started uh, the business, right? But what made you decide to really start this? Because it's like, we have a lot of sort of reasons, right? Tons of reasons. Every single unique, business owner has their unique reasons. But what is it?
Okay, thank you. You know, there are times we look and search, but when the right time comes, absolutely you will get what you want. I've started to search. Even I was trying because when I started to work on computer, I said, I think I can do something. I have a business which was a pharmacy, and then I decided I said I can bring it online. If you check below, even if you check Sunday, usually when we are working, you see something like Success Multi Medicine Store that there was a time I had to pay some money for because I obligated myself. But this is something I did not have the ideas, so it got stuck along the way. There are other apps that I plug in, but because they were not in line with me, with my spirit, there was no understanding. I also just had to stop them. But this business was like a godsend. I'm saying like a godsend because I have searched everywhere. COVID have come. It made us. There was a lot of lockdown. In fact, almost the whole world was locked down because everywhere there was lockdown. So I had this issue. Being you have to stay and work at home. That was a big issue. But not only that, in fact, I am a mother, as I said to you, a mother of three. And my last son is a teenager. We all know what that age, what it is like. I left my son at the age of 9 years. Since I left him, I've never been with him on his birthday. Usually, because my birthday is on the 24th of February and his birthday is on the 28th. So the both of us are in. But there have never been a time I'm around him for this, since the age of 9. I've never been around him for his birthday. I'm always out there. And I think there are times they what you want them to do, they will not do. But the thing you forbid them to do is what they will do. But I'm saying this in this big platform that my family is moving, my children, they are being protected by God. But usually, as mothers, you will worry. You want to be there, but how? Because the job you have is something that also benefit them. So you have no option. So I had no option. I have to just be out there working, out there working, and missing out on family events. We know when the mother is around, when the birthday is there, you know what to do. When the graduation is there, you know what to do. When there are even some sad events, you know how to comfort your family. But I've always been out there. So I said no. Now with the additional one for COVID, it was just like, bam, this should stop because I was sent by my employer. I'm not condemning them. I'm not condemning my employer because they care for me. The whole world was like, COVID, the age from this. In fact, anyone above 50, and at the time I was 52 years. Now I'm 54. Yeah. So I was asked 1 minute, do send us this, and then I sent my details. I've never tried to lie because I appreciate God for my age. There are many, my age group, they are gone beyond, but I'm still alive. At age 54, I'm still alive. So I bless God for that. So I sent my details. And then I came to Juba. They said to me, okay, now you can go. So I went home. They kept me for time. 5 months I was away. But I knew this was not guaranteed because no employer will want you to stay home and they continue paying. So I started to search. I was searching everywhere. But you and I know, and we all here know, that during that time, who's going to employ when people were being laid off? So I did not find anything. And I saw work from home, work online, build your business. I started to plucking. I started plucking. And I went to some extent. But all this failed me until this fateful day, the end of November 2021. I was in one of our villages. And then I saw, it was just like a pop up. And I said, but I've never had this friend. I don't know her. And then I saw this attire. I said to you, I described it, a maroon attire. I saw, I saw this person. If you want to have time with your family, you are missing you are missing out on your family event. You want to, have the time and to do those things you love doing. I listened to this. I said, well, does she know me? Why is she explaining exactly what I'm suffering from? Because it was like she was diagnosing my case. Like I went to see the doctor, and the doctor is telling me exactly. And I said, then how did she get to know that I know these things? I said, these are things that Facebook just bring before people. But that was a seed that was what sown into my head. It was a seed. Do you want to do those things you love doing? Do you want to have extra income? Of course. That was in my shoe. Do you want to do those things you love doing? Yes. Do you want to be with your family? Of course. Those are things I want to do, but I don't have the option. So I thought it was just something that a social media trick. Then I left it. The whole of November, I was home. Let's say December, I went home. And then usually when I go home, when it's time for me to return to work, I become emotional because I'm going to leave my family. So I thought on something. I said, yes, this person have been sending me some emails. Let me now check. I went and check it out. Immediately when I checked, because the first time I knew I had to pay some fee, when I was checking, I had my card. Immediately on the 4th of January, after washing, even my daughter was saying, Mommy, are you sure there are so many scams? I said, if this is a scam, this now is going to be for me. I said, because I'm suffering emotionally. I want to be home, but I'm always out there. Yeah, because I have to cater to the family. So she said, okay, just make sure you're not on the wrong side. I said, whatever it will be, I will accept the result. So I went through, did it, put in my details, pay, and then I was sent the details. And that's how I got plugged in. But I suffer so much. And this is something that I just, because even when the month is ending, I become emotional because confused. How do I allocate? Who do I give? Who can I leave out? So these things were just things that, there was nothing that was sufficient for me. But when I saw this business, I knew that I was in the right place because immediately after my registration, there was a welcome. I plugged into all of us, there was never a welcome. And I was told this person is a son to you. It's a mentor and your coach. And immediately, the coach reached out to me. And then they sent me the link for the mentor. But at the time, I was already, I've already made some friends, but I was unstable. Yeah, I wasn't stable. So this is how I got in. I know you have other questions, but I want to stop here.
Yeah,
And this
that
person,
is amazing. That is so amazing. Yeah, I want to acknowledge our audience right now. Martha is actually watching from Malawi, and we have Jam Jam connecting from South Sudan, and then we have also Jacqueline David who is watching us right now, and we also have one from Zimbabwe, Yolanda. Thanks for watching. All right. Okay, Sunday, maybe you could help us, on the next questions.
Yes, thank you very much. Rachel, people wanted to know how this business can change people's lives. So we wanted to know from your life testimony. We are really amazed by the way you started. Everyone who starts something has a pain, and you're starting something new, creating the life you want to change your life. So can you let our audience and us know how this business has changed your life? Thank you.
thank you. First thing first, this business has made me to be stronger because there were times I came from work, I said I was tired, I have to do this, I have to do that, finding excuses. But this business has made me stronger because I know in order to succeed, I have to be strong. As we say to others, this is not a get rich quick scheme. You have to put in your time. So in order for me to succeed, in order for my dream to become a reality, I have to be stronger. So I wake up in the morning, I do some of my business. Late at night, I also do because when I come home from the office, I need to do, I need to write my daily report. I also need to reply to emails that I could not reply to because of some meetings. So I have to take that time. When I leave the office, it's like a new office I've just opened. So I complete those tasks before I go to my business. There were times I was sleeping at around 8, but nowadays, most often I'm sleeping around 11:30, 11:45 to 12 a.m., and which is not harming. And some automatic thing that is happening to me, once it's 3:30, my eyes are open because I have to what? Do my business. So it has made me stronger. Another thing it has done to me is it has built my confidence. Before, as a social worker, as humanitarian worker, I spoke to group of people. I spoke to a group of people clustered up in just one location. But now see where I am. I'm speaking to thousands of people. There are others who will watch the replay. You and I know go live was never for me. Even making a video, even just to watch myself, it was like, I do something and then I'm watching myself. Like after I have to see the replay, I was always shy, but I'm not shy any longer. I do my go live. After that, I watch. I go once we end and say bye to others. I go back to watch, so I correct my mistakes. I correct the mistakes. There are places that I did not do the right thing, so I pick up from there. And whenever any of you, the both of you, whenever you have some webinars or you have this go live, I watch it and I also learn from it. So it has built my confidence. It makes me to be stronger. And it is opening my understanding because the training is just marvelous. It's something that no one can just imagine that you could get for free. So that training, the ideas I'm getting, I know I'm not a good designer. I've never been a good designer, but nowadays I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying. Those things I'm doing, I never did them. So I can continue to name what this business is doing for me or how well we can be here for the next 30 minutes. I will explain. Yeah. So now it's making me also now as I am a mentor, I'm caring for others because people care for me. You always check on me. Even those who are watching, those who have bought from me, and they are maybe silent. Most often, almost every week, I check on them. How are you? Are you okay? Just reach out there because I want to show the care. Because this is the love that I've received. If you receive love, you want others, you want to also show. That's why usually I say to people, our business is a place where if you were selfish, you come there, you learn to be selfless. If you were shy, if you were shy and you come, you have to put it away. If you were just serious and not smiling, if you come, you have to smile. Now I'm here. What if I was just, people will not want to listen. I have to smile. I have to keep smiling as I share my story. At some point, it was emotional when I started. I think you heard it from my voice. It was emotional, but I quickly knew that I'm on the what global media, and then I came back, composed myself, and this is just it. That's what makes me to be a human. Yes, so I can name the best part and the good of all is that love that I'm receiving, that care I'm receiving. So this business, we are there, and I will be here. I will be here. And I'm sure there are many other out there who will continue to be here, including you all. So I'm here. Thank you.
All right. Okay, that was amazing, right? We want to acknowledge also Ruth, which is who is watching from Namibia, right? Great, that's really great. Common things is actually not only with the with the kind of business venture that we're running individually, right? But in any whenever somebody starts a business and they're seeing you're progressing, there will be a lot of because a lot of entities that will really contribute to negativity, right? You will be mocked, you will be criticized, name it, it's all there, right? And that actually adds to to your self-doubt, right? And I am seeing you from you where you started. You're full of positive vibes. I mean, you could really feel, right, Sunday? I hope you agree with me. She's really a transformed one, and I have seen how you have transformed, and it's so amazing. But given the factor that there are a lot of people that really questions, mocks, or challenge, or even sometimes should hate things, hate sentences to you, or they really don't believe, right? And that, of course, also affects you, as a person, right? And that builds up really self-doubt if you can really fly this or not. How did you shield it, or how did you protect yourself, or push yourself to maintain in that kind of level that no, I can do this, then the yes attitude as an entrepreneur? How did you maintain that composure that no, regardless, I will push this? How did you do that?
Okay, thank you, son, and thank you, Kate. You know, there are times we are searching, and when it comes our way, then we want to bounce back and say, "Ah, is this really true?" And that also happened to me. That's why when I speak to people, I say, I don't blame you because I was once like you. You know, for me, my witness is right here. She knows how many times I was bugging her. Sometimes I will send some questions and things she will not easily see. But within the next few minutes, I'll get a response. I say, is this really? Is it how is this going to be? I, I don't stay at home. What if I get product? How will I sell them? How will I sell my product? Which market will I make? Which product will I select? You know, because my thinking was, I'm going to get physical product, take it from place to place, because there was another one that I plugged in. That was what we did. But up to today, I have almost $3,000 in it, because some of these goods got expired. I'm not available to sell them. And I have to, also pay for others to come and be, to make me to move to another level. And this is how I continue. Some of these products, I even don't have the account of them. So that perception was there. I've lost so much. So I continue asking. Another one was, she said, okay, no product. I said, okay, I hope this is not something that I'm going to get me what we call in Liberia 666. Because I am a Christian. How would that be? How will people look at me? So I don't want to get into something that will become difficult for me. How will people, even my church member, how will they look at me? My friends, those beliefs were there. Those things were bugging me. I was asking before. I did not know that she's a Christian, or maybe she's a person who is in some level of the church or Christianity. So we had just one chat, and then I said, when I'm in Juba, usually I attend the JCCC. The JCCC is what, the Juba Christian Community Church. I think that's it. So, because it was recommended to me by a friend. When I was coming, I said, on Sunday I will be in Juba. I don't know. She said, oh, just ask the driver to take you to JCCC. I said, okay. So now when I came, I was blessed to have this driver. I said, I'm going to JCCC, as though I knew the edifice. And then, bam, he took me there. And I love the place. I love the worship. So when I mentioned that to her, she said, oh, yeah, that's my church. I'm even an elder. I said, no, a deaconess. I said, great, great, great. And that's when I started to, calm down. But for the issue of, there are many times I used my card, money was deducted. That belief, I had it. But regardless of that, I knew that I needed a change. I had to take something. I had to do something. Because even if the money is not deducted from my card, I have to give to people. People are coming who I give money to. Some even don't say thank you. They say to me, is this all you have? Is this all you can give? So it wasn't a problem for money to be deducted. Actually, I was looking for something, but I was thinking Christianity. And what if something goes? Now, another thing was, what will people, my workmate, my colleagues, what would they say about me? Those things were there. Even there were times when I had my page, when I opened my business page, she said, invite everyone. I said, no. There are certain people I just can't invite. Sunday, I think you remember that. This person is there, this person is there. And then she said, okay, but now, that's why I put on my page, I'm no longer a slave to fear. I invite everyone. I scream on my 2 pages, on my personal Facebook page and on my business page. Anyone who is connected to me, you see it. This is my life. This is my vision. I saw the vision. God gave me that vision. And I'm the driver of my vision. I have to make sure. So that perception was there. To be frank, what will my friends say? What will my colleagues at work say? What the families, yes, they were there. If they don't accept it, they were not the ones supporting. So that was just something that I had control over. But at work, what would they think about me? My friends, what would they think? Then the church, what if this is a scam? How would they take me? Is it something that will easily be, because usually we say the mark of the beast. Now, if I'm being marked, how do I remove that mark? So these were things that came to my mind. But I'm happy, I'm glad that I did not allow that fear to hold me down. Yes, because I also, whenever I reached out with question, it was clarified. But that point that made me to relax was when we had something in common. I attend a church that she's a member of. She's a Christian, a deaconess. I am an elder. That was just the point. Bam. I dropped every negative stuff. The only issue I had now was how to support my business. That was my biggest challenge. The support to my
Wow.
business. Yeah.
Wow.
So inspiring.
That is amazing. That is amazing. Of course, for anyone to start something, you can have the fear, and fear is natural, and it's good to have fear of what is unknown. But what will keep you successful is when you overcome the fear, when you have to face the fear. And I'm grateful you faced your fear and you're here now building legacy for your family. And just my before my next question, I just want to recognize Badaru Margaret is watching us from Kampala. Wow. We are grateful for all
Wow.
of you who are watching us. Just let us know at the comment section where you're watching us from. This is me and Kathy. I am Sunday and my business partner Kathy, my co-host. And we have our special guest, is Rachel. She is working in South Sudan and she's Liberian. She's from Liberia originally. And our topic is creating the life you want. Creating the life you want. We are going fast, but we are almost done. Our next question, Rachel, is you are rocking this business. You're doing great. Where do you see yourself in the next 2 years? Welcome.
Great, great, great. Great question. Great question. And I love the question. You know, let me tell you how old I am in the business. Because with all this technicality, with all this confusion, I became a business owner. I plugged into this business January 4th. And I became a real business owner on 8th February this year. So from that time to now, you can calculate for yourself. This is 2, and now this is 7. So I'm barely 6 months in the business. I am 6 months because from the 8th to July 8th, that's 6 months. So I'm aiming this high. I want to continue to bring more people on board because this business is too good to be hidden. It's too good because usually people are saying it's too good to be true. But for me, I'm saying it's too good to be hidden. Because if I'm benefiting from something, 6 months in the business, I'm at this level. I can imagine 2 years. Okay, 6 months, eh? Now I have 18 months to go and see where I will be. So that milestone, you have the testimony. I will come back because when I hit that milestone, you both will bring me back to this platform. So I celebrate. So I say today, hey, 2 years here I am. So, but my focus right now is to continue to bring people. That's why daily, you both taught me to continue going live. There will be a day that I might not go because maybe I don't have the internet. Maybe I'm in a location that is not easy to have that. Yes, it's obvious. And that I will not go live. But once I have the chance, I'll go live because I want people to know and join this business because it's good that they take that leap of faith. So there will be right now, I have people who have plugged into my app. Those who have plugged into my app, like lead, as we call it, I have 273. 273. But most of them are just watching. But I know as they are watching, there will be most of them who will come. So I'm just leaving them. But after a few months, I reach out to them and ask them one question. And they say, oh, yes, I'm coming. So with that, you can imagine after the next 18 months, I will have gone far because I know God is going to continue. He gave me this vision. He directed me. I did not search for it because for me, I thought I was just a loser. I searched everywhere. I tried doing it. I tried even doing it on my own. So then I had to pay some bills when we were building my first ad because that liability was there. And then she said to me, but there's a bill of $20 here. We had to pay that. So I will continue reaching out to people and I will be a great business owner. I am not a business owner, but for within the next 2 years, I will be a great business owner. Mhm.
Well, that is really amazing. I mean, the good thing about having a digital business is really, it really is in the foundation of really educating people that there is a possibility that they can really create the life that they want, as we have as a discussion right now, right? So there is really a way. It's just a matter of them grabbing the opportunity, right? And with that, I'm not sure. I just want to cross check. Did I miss any? Is that the last question, Sunday, that we have for our
Yes.
guests? All right.
Yeah,
So
that's the last.
great. So yeah, so it was really an inspirational one, but of course, it's all we all lay down. You have heard the story of one very very good young in the industry, but she's rocking it, right? She already is seeing the benefit, and she's now helping a lot of people because of her own brand, her own digital business. And you can have yours as well. You can also create the life that you want. And yes, I want to acknowledge Jacqueline is saying that this business is global and it's really working, so don't be afraid to step forward. Absolutely. If you want a business that could really create value and really change people's life, so while I always say this, I've said this yesterday, and I'm always saying it in my page, earning while earning. Sunday loves it. Earning while
I love
earning.
it.
Yeah, earning while learning, and earning while sleeping. It's possible.
Yes.
So yeah, if you really want to create your life of your own, take the chance. You're watching. You can see our website. If you want to connect with us, okay, connect with Sunday at www.sundayandjigoonline.com. You can connect with me, Kathy, at kathybelike.com. Okay, and or you can connect with our guest, Rachel, in www.rachelnyankoyjackson.com. It's just 90 minutes of your time. If you can watch, a series of Netflix, why not watch something that could really create the life that you want? Now it's the right time. Everything is unstable right now. Everything is, you should not really settle for one source of income and just live a life that is only, paycheck by paycheck every month. Of course, you have your bucket list, you have your wants, you have dreams. You want to secure also your future, right? And this might be a way to start, your own, plan B. Don't wait for the plan A to be lost. And I keep on telling that. Why? Because since this is really a serious legitimate business that you really have to fuel before it runs. right? So a vehicle cannot run without fuel. So that is resources, and how a business really runs. If that's a legitimate business, okay, there's no such thing as, in one click you're already success is never overnight. But it is 90 minutes. That 90 minutes, it's worth the start, okay? And it's free. That's a good thing. You will already know if this is a kind of business that would suit you, and you will see if it is worth pursuing. And I want to acknowledge again, um, Jam Jam. Sorry, Dorcas, who is watching us from USA. And I want to acknowledge also Jam Jam. She is saying that, are you owning right? I'm sorry, I didn't get the question, but we'll connect with you. Stephen is also watching from South Sudan, right? And yes, for Ruth, I am so inspired and I am determined to achieve what I am aiming for with this business, and take others along with me. Thank you so much for the encouragement. That is a very nice statement. I am willing to take others along with me because, I always believe a business that has a vision of helping really grows. So genuinely, passionate of helping people will really grow your business, right, Sunday?
Yeah, that's correct. When we support one another, when we help one another, we grow. Our skills get diversified, and we create a better environment for ourselves. We create a better world for ourselves. We grow by helping one another. In this business, there is no competition with any person. We don't compete as business owners or business partners. But what we do is that we compete with ourselves to become the best version of ourselves. So this is what happens here. Everyone else is ready to support. Everyone else is ready to give a hand of support to anyone, even that you are anyone who is plugged in this business is getting support from any other person, because we are having a business community with the people who are like-minded, people who are chasing their dreams, who wants to activate their dreams into reality. So we don't want you to get left behind. Our websites are just running below. If you have any question, reach out to us. We will give you all information free of charge, and then you make your decision. So I'm so much grateful. Our dear guests, we are so much grateful to be having you on the Digital Business Talk. And those who are joining us for today, our topic has been creating the life you want. Maybe you can say one word for our audience. Our dear guests, you can say your last word for our audience so we can wind up. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I'm just saying to you who is watching there, most of you have said this is not working, but we want to let you know that this is working and it will continue to work. The whole world is moving digital. Secure your space, because if you have a space that has been open for people to go and get theirs, and you are left behind, you are waiting to see others say, I'm not sure that will work. If you are waiting, when you come, you'll be at the back. But we want you to be at the front. Though our business is not, there's no back, there's no front. But if you are waiting, the day you plug in, you start regretting. I should have started long. I should have started the day I met Sunday and Kate along with Rachel. So this is your time. This business is too good to be hidden. That vision we are showing you today, we continue to show you. You are praying to God for something. God, I need this. God, I need that. And he brings it before you. Usually I say the time for manna to fall from heaven is no more. Whatever opportunity God wants to give you, you will work for it. Because even the Bible said there's no food for lazy men. And this is a business. Come and secure your space. Look for that means. Invest in this business. As you invest in it, like we bring all our children from the time they were in our womb, we bring them out and then we send them to school. They become successful and we start to enjoy. At that time, we are eating the fruit of our labor. This is how this business is. It's not a get rich quick. You plug into it, you build it up, it comes to the point, and you start to one. You start to bring it, you start to withdraw. So we are building legacy. Build that legacy for your family, not for you alone. Don't be concerned about you today. You be there, check what becomes of you, what becomes of your children, what becomes of your generation. Lay that legacy for them. And the good thing about this business is you can transfer it. If you are not in that position, you can give it to someone who you trust, your child, your grandchild, or whoever you think. It's not binding that you know, it's not like other businesses. When you die today, everything is being taken over by the company. No, it's not like that. This is a community with integrity, a community with love. So you who is watching me today, you are seated there, you are thinking, create that life you want, that life of your dream. Lay out that legacy, build your legacy for your children. I want to see you on the inside. Thank you so much.
All right, that's great. So yeah, thank you so much everyone for watching us, and I hope we can catch you up again next week for another interesting topic here in a Digital Business Talk. Any last few words, my partner Sunday?
Bye.
All
Have a
right,
nice time. Bye.
bye.